Welcome to the session. I am Tejasvi. So in this session, we are going to learn about glass electrode. So content in this glass electrode is construction of glass electrode and how to determine the pH value of unknown solution by using glass electrode and advantages of glass electrode and what are the limitations we have for this glass electrode we have in this. Coming to the construction of glass electrode, so in this normally for determining pH value of unknown solution, we have to combine this glass electrode with another electrode, that is calomel electrode, which is acting as a reference electrode. So this glass electrode is having some special type of glass, and its composition is sodium oxide 22%, calcium oxide 6%, silica 72%. Coming to the property of this glass, it is having low melting point and high electrical conductivity. So this glass electrode is having a small glass bulb below to the glass electrode, which is filled with zero point 0.1 normal HCl solution, and in this glass bulb silver wire coated with silver chloride is immersed in that zero point 0.1 normal HCl. Coming to the diagram of that construction, we can see here glass electrode is having glass bulb. Down to this we have glass bulb, and inside this glass bulb it is with zero point 0.1 normal HCl solution, and inside this glass electrode we have internal electrode, that is silver wire, which is coated with silver chloride, is acting as an internal electrode. So this is only glass electrode construction. So next what we are doing, our aim is to find out the pH value of the unknown solution. To find out the pH value of unknown solution, we are combining this glass electrode with the calomel electrode, which is acting as a reference electrode. So whenever you dip this glass electrode in a unknown solution, internal solution, because of internal electrode, it is generating one potential, and that potential we are taking as E2, value is E2, and externally, because of this complete electrode, it is generating one potential that we are taking as E1. So internal solution concentration is well known to us. That concentration I am taking as C1 here, and that concentration I already mentioned you, that is 0.1 normal HCl solution. And outside this electrode, this concentration is unknown to us, so this concentration we have to measure. So for the measuring this concentration, we are connecting this glass electrode with calomel electrode, and these two electrodes are connecting to the potentiometer. So next, coming to this few points, whatever I discussed in this diagram. So in this silver chloride is acting as internal electrode, and coming to the representation of that, I told you already silver chloride is dipped in zero point 0.1 normal HCl solution, and this is there in glass bulb. So whenever you immerse this electrode in a unknown pH value of solution, then it develops some potential on that surface of that solution. So this glass membrane of this glass electrode is normally undergoes ion exchange reactions. So normally we call this glass electrode as ion exchange electrode, because it is under the example of ion exchange electrode. Ion exchange electrode means the electrode which is having ability to exchange the electrons. So under that ion exchange electrode we have this example. So boundary, because of this potential developing after we dip this glass electrode in a solution, it is developing two types of potential, that is E1 and E2. E1 potential we took as outside the potential, outside the electrode, and the E2 we are taking as internal potential. So this potential is called boundary potential. Potential E1 minus E2 is equal to final equation is RT by NF ln C2 by C1. In case if I take the condition, we don't know which concentration we have in the unknown pH solution. In case, let us take if C1 is equal to C2, then it is almost, we can say that the value boundary potential, it should be 0. But practically it is not happening. It is developing some potential which we call as asymmetric potential. So combinedly we can say electrode potential for glass electrode is a combination of boundary potential, and because of this internal electrode, silver chloride is generating one potential, and this asymmetric potential, by the combination of all the three things, we will get electrode potential for glass electrode. So coming to the substitution of that boundary potential in the equation, we will get Eg is equal to RT by NF ln C2 by C1. Just I am substituting Eb value here, plus E silver chloride plus E asymmetry. Just we are substituting the formula ln C2 by C1 means ln C2 minus ln C1. Just we are substituting that RT by NF ln C2 minus RT by NF ln C1 plus E silver chloride plus E asymmetry. Just I am taking this value as constant. So what we are taking here, RT by NF ln C2 plus, and just in bracket I am taking this minus L plus E silver chloride plus E asymmetry. So whatever the value here we have, minus L plus E silver chloride plus E asymmetry, I am taking as. So just I substituted that value. In place of that value, I substituted E naught G. So just I am converting here ln into log. So for that, Eg is equal to E naught G plus 0.0591 into log of concentration of H plus. So just I am taking here E naught G value is RT by NF ln E naught G I am substituting as it is, and just R value, T value, N value is 1 because number of moles availability is 1 and Faraday is 96,500, and all these values, if temperature is at 298 Kelvin, if you substitute all the values, then you will get here 0.0591 into log of H plus, because concentration is here for H plus. So just what we are doing, Eg is equal to E naught G minus, just I am multiplying here minus 0.0591 into minus logarithm of H plus. So we know very well that minus logarithm of H plus is pH. So that is what the final electrode glass electrode. So what is our main intention? Determination of pH value of unknown solution by using this glass electrode. So to find out the pH value of unknown solution, we have to combine this glass electrode with the saturated calomel electrode. So what is the formula for that EMF calculation? E cell is equal to E cathode minus E anode, or E right minus E left. So E cell is equal to, for saturated calomel electrode, the value is fixed for calomel electrode, that is 0.2422 minus, we already know Eg value from the previous slide, that is E naught G minus 0.0591 into pH. So after the calculation, finally we are getting this pH value by using this glass electrode. So coming to the advantages of glass electrode, it is very easy to operate and not easily poisoned, and these values are very accurate values. Coming to the limitations of glass electrode, this electrode can be used up to pH range 0 to 10 because electrodes are composed of special glass that can be used up to pH 12. So that is the main reason we can use this electrode up to the pH range from 0 to 10. And the resistance is extremely high, so that we are not using, which cannot be measured by ordinary potentiometers. So for that we are using special electronic potentiometers. Thank you one and all.